My name is Ava, and I'm a 45-year-old office worker. I married William when I was 25, and despite numerous arguments and near divorces, we've been together for 20 years. Our four daughters have been the glue holding us together. Our oldest is in her senior year of high school, our second daughter is a sophomore, and our twins are in 8th grade. Having four daughters was unexpected, but they all get along well, contributing to our happy family. Now that they're older and more independent, I can focus more on work. We're fortunate to live in a spacious house that was originally owned by my grandfather, so we don't have to worry about rent or loans, making our lives stress-free. I take joy in watching my daughters grow and develop. Isabella is working hard to get into college, so I support her by making midnight snacks for her late-night study sessions. With the children helping out more with chores, William and I finally have some time to ourselves. We enjoy relaxing together in the evening, having a few drinks and discussing our work and our children's future. Despite the challenges we've faced, we've managed to build a strong and loving family. Our daughters bring us immense joy, and we're grateful for the life we've created together. I feel like we're making the most of our time together. My husband used to work long hours at his previous job, but since he changed a few years ago, he rarely works overtime. Even when he has to work on weekends, he seems more relaxed and smiles more often. As we were enjoying a drink together, William suggested going on a vacation once Isabella is in college. He's a caring husband, and I think he's amazing. This year marks our 20th anniversary, and our children have expressed their excitement about celebrating it, which makes me very happy. However, something unexpected happened recently. During dinner, my second daughter, Sophia, was acting strangely. She was unresponsive and seemed preoccupied. I assumed it was just part of puberty, but I decided to check on her after dinner. When I asked if she was okay, she didn't want to talk yet. I reassured her that I'm here to listen whenever she's ready. So as I was leaving, Sophie stopped me and said she was about to close the door, so let's close it again. After a moment of silence, she finally spoke. She said something unexpected. She saw Dad working closely with a woman she didn't know. I was stunned. Could it have been someone from his office? Sophia didn't think so. She described them as working arm in arm. I was speechless. My husband having an affair? Even though we didn't have solid evidence, it was clear they were close. I apologized to Sophia for having to witness that. She didn't think I needed to apologize, saying I did nothing wrong. She must have hated sitting at the table with us during dinner. I thanked her for being brave enough to tell me and assured her I would look into it. If William is really cheating on me, it's unacceptable. To think he's doing this while talking about a family vacation is baffling. Is he just pretending to be a good father? I decided to gather more evidence and contacted a private detective. After a few weeks, I received the results. In conclusion, the investigation confirmed William's affair, which was a shock to me. I shared the results with Sophia, who was also shocked. She had looked up to William as a father figure, so this news hit her hard. Sophia immediately asked if I was divorcing him, showing her disgust at his actions. I agreed to speak with all the girls to discuss the situation and understand their feelings. When I gathered my daughters, including Isabella and the twins, they were all shocked and disgusted by their father's behavior. Isabella even looked like she might throw up. When I asked if they thought I should divorce their dad, they all nodded yes, expressing their desire to stay with me after the separation. Realizing that my children's well-being and support were more important than continuing a marriage with William, I made the decision to divorce him. That same day, I called William to the sofa in our living room to talk. However, before I could say anything, he began to confess about his affair, which confirmed my decision to end our marriage. "I'm sorry, but I've been having an affair," William confessed. Shocked, I struggled to respond, especially when he added, "She's pregnant." His request for a divorce so he could be with his lover caught me off guard. The news was overwhelming, and I couldn't believe he thought I would agree to his terms so easily, even offering to let me keep custody of the children. His selfishness was appalling. I refused to let him manipulate me. Despite his apologies and excuses, I stood firm. "You're the ones who weren't being safe," I reminded him, refusing to take responsibility for his actions. As he packed his bags, he seemed to have no shame in leaving for his lover's place. After he left, my daughters entered the living room, furious. They couldn't believe their father's behavior, especially his attempt to paint himself as the victim. They were appalled by his selfishness and felt betrayed. They stood by me, knowing that I was planning to ask for a divorce. In the midst of this turmoil, I realized that my priority was my children. I needed to stay strong for them and navigate this difficult situation with their well-being in mind. I see it with anger at William's selfishness and betrayal. However, my children surprised me with the suggestion. Despite my initial surprise, I trust their judgment and agree to their plan. A week later, William returns temporarily to discuss the divorce. He reveals his intention to marry his girlfriend due to her pregnancy, further highlighting his selfishness. I agree to the divorce and sign the papers, leaving custody arrangements to our daughters. William assumes they will choose to stay with me, given the circumstances. When I call the girls to the living room to discuss, he looks uncomfortable, perhaps fearing their reaction. I inform the girls about the affair and pregnancy, which they already knew about. They come in, and I ask them to decide with whom they want to live. Our eldest daughter, Isabella, is the first to speak up. "I want to live with Dad." These words from our eldest daughter, Isabella, shocked both me and my husband. Sophie and the twins echo her sentiment, expressing their desire to stay with their father. William is taken aback by their decision. Confusion fills the room as the children insist on their choice without giving a clear reason. Despite William's initial reluctance, he accepts the responsibility of caring for our daughters. Since I own the house, he moves out, and he and his new wife, Mia, settle into an apartment. They pay me compensation, and due to William's stable income, I don't require child support. The girls stay with me on weekends but live primarily with their father and Mia. About 2 months later, William and Mia show up at my house, frustrated with the girls' behavior. They complain that the girls are selfish and difficult to handle. I find their complaints amusing, considering the circumstances. I calmly ask what they mean, pretending not to understand. William and Mia's frustration grows, but I maintain my composure. Deep down, I can't help but feel a sense of satisfaction, knowing that despite the challenges, my daughters are standing by their decision and that William and Mia are experiencing the realities of parenthood firsthand. They're such sweet girls. They were always helpful around the house and never complained. My ex-husband's words couldn't be further from the truth. "What do you mean, nice girls? They refuse to eat what I cook, their rooms are always a mess, and don't even get me started on the cost of their extracurricular activities and tuition fees. And now we had to find a place with 4 bedrooms because of them, which is way over my budget." "Well, that's your responsibility now. You're the one who had the affair, so you deal with the consequences," I retort. Despite the challenges, the girls are making the best of their living arrangements, sharing rooms without complaint. But William and Mia's frustrations are mounting. "Please, can you take them back? We can't handle it anymore," William pleads. I agree, feeling sorry that they have to deal with the consequences of his actions. However, I make it clear that he will continue to pay child support until the girls come of age. "What? No way. That's going to be so expensive with 4 girls," William protests. But it's a consequence he must face for his actions. As they leave, I can't help but feel a sense of relief that they will no longer be burdened by the challenges of raising my daughters. "Fine, they can stay with you. But you're paying child support." William reluctantly agrees. Mia, however, erupts in anger. "What? No, I thought it was just the compensation. Now we have to pay child support too. I want a divorce. I'm not going to be poor." Shocked by Mia's outburst, William tries to reason with her, but Mia reveals her deceit. "I lied about being pregnant. I thought I would make you divorce Ava so I could marry you and live a wealthy life. Now we're heading towards ruin. Goodbye, I'm leaving you." Mia storms out, leaving William stunned. I urge him to leave, threatening to call the police. Realizing the gravity of the situation, William flees the house. I reclaim custody of my children and request child support from William, who is struggling financially due to the hefty compensation and child support payments. Despite his struggles, I am resolute in holding him accountable for his actions. His monthly payments are a burden, leaving him with little to spare. It's clear he's facing the consequences of his choices, and I have no intention of forgiving him. It serves him right. The girls are pleased to hear about his struggles. "We're going to make you happy." That's what they tell me. Just hearing this makes me happy. It will be challenging as a single mother, but with these wonderful girls, I know I can make it. I'll work hard to ensure they can pursue their dreams and protect them with everything I have. It's disgusting to think William had an affair with someone close to his daughter's age. However, I admire how the children stuck together. It's satisfying to see them stand up to their dad and his lover. I hope Ava and her daughters continue supporting each other and live happily together.